And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Calls his own number. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on second down. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On third down, going up top. Slips away, and the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Air Force. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
With the catch, it's Williams. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do, throwing the ball and moving it.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking left. What a snag by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air, it's Jordan. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score here, 14, Oklahoma 0.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Falcons are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
The receiver on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down. Still on his feet. Wiggles free. Turns it loose deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Quarterback checking the play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance.
Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Air Force. What a catch and run for 6.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
27, Oklahoma 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Griffin. They're bringing heat. He fires a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Buys a little time. They're trying to get to him. At the 35, he's loose. Keeps it and gets the first down. Obliterates him, still on the move. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points up with that 79-yard run to the end zone. Fair catch, called for and made. Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Jordan. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Gates. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Open runway ahead. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Oh, they blocked the kick. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Air Force 27,
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He chucks one out to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They looked finished, but they weren't. Still fighting, and we're locked up. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. The give on the inside. Got room at the 35. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wants to throw, it's Jordan. Going over the top, and he makes the catch inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Coming after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown. The defense with the scoop and score. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about that D coming up with a play like that? It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On first down, here comes this offense. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Fires to the middle. And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. And he will...